Hello, what's up? Yes, this is another prediction video, and well, this week is this next weekend is also looking very good, and so let's go on to the fights that I will talk about. And the first one is between a very good fight at 140 between Josh Taylor and Ivan Baranchyk. Yes. This is a pretty big, perhaps the toughest test for Josh Taylor so far. And it's for the IBF actually title which Baranchyk holds. Yes. I guess both guys are rather, all-sided and can box and punch also. Well, I think, Taylor is taller by 2 inches, and he's also got 2.5-inch reach advantage, and he's 14-0 while Baranchyk is 19-0, so there isn't a really big difference in experience, number of fights. So I like that these guys are evenly matched. Also in age, Taylor is slightly older by 2 years, 28, and Baranchyk 24, but of course that's not gonna play much difference either. Yeah. This fight is very likely to go to the scorecards, I believe, and yeah. Of course, Taylor has so far fought more elite level or almost elite level fighters than Baranchyk has. He's only beaten Anthony Yigit, who was undefeated and is definitely a good fighter, but perhaps not top class, And of course, Taylor has beaten Victor Postol and Miguel Vasquez. He was maybe a little bit, of course, past his best, but anyway. He also stopped Ryan Martin, who was undefeated in his last fight in 7 rounds, and of course he stopped O'Hara Davis. That was his first significant victory. Yeah, I don't know. Taylor is I can see Taylor scoring a knockout. Somewhere down the line. Perhaps. I think past the 8th, after the 8th round, most likely 9, 10, 11, something like that. But anyway, I would be surprised if he lost this fight, because even though nobody really knows that much about Baranchyk so far, apart from that he stopped a guy that was a technician, Yigit was and he's a good technician, but he fought at Euro level before that, and so he was that was the chair, by the way, not me. Yeah, well, I see 2 possible scenarios. Depending on how good really Baranchyk is, because I know Taylor is really elite level, definitely. Either that Baranchyk proves to be slightly, not overrated, because I don't think anybody has really rated him so high. He's just entered the scene, but he proves not to be that great, and he gets stopped like Ryan Martin, for instance, got within the first 8 rounds, like something like that, by Taylor, or that he proves to be really good and that he gives Taylor a hard fight, and it goes to the scorecards, and then it can go either way, of course. But yeah, I'd favor Taylor to win. That's as much as that's all I'm gonna say about this fight. So most likely I say Taylor will win either on points or by a later stoppage, TKO. Okay. And then Gary Russell Jr. is fighting Kiko Martinez, and this is not really a great fight because Martinez is already, far past his prime, and he's like, even though he's not that old, but he's had quite a few, brutal fights and has been stopped by Santa Cruz and first Frampton, then Scott Quigg, then Leo Santa Cruz, and he still can fight. He's no bum, no tomato can, but Gary Russell Jr. is just, I think, will be too much for him, and the problem with Russell Jr. is that he doesn't really fight that much, and he's had his most, of course, impressive victory was against Johnny Gonzalez, of course, and he stopped him in 4 rounds. And he beat Joseph Diaz in his last fight. He was previously undefeated, and So definitely Russell Jr. will win. 99% likely. But whether he will manage to stop Kiko, or Kiko is stopped, but he's been stopped before, as I said, 3 times. I don't know really. It's hard to say, but maybe. Anyway, I think Gary Russell Jr. wins for sure, either way. So, yeah. And then Billy Joe Saunders is coming back, actually. His first fight since, he had a fight in December that was just, an easy fight against some bum. But it's his first better fight since December 2017 when he decision Dale Lemieux. And he was the WBO middleweight champion previously, and now he's fighting for interim WBO super middleweight title. And his opponent is Shefat Isufi. Yes, he's from Serbia and raised in Germany. And I never really heard of this guy before, but I see that he holds the Intercontinental, or held WBO title, and he's got 3 losses already, and 1 was by stoppage. Of course, this is I think, a rather safe fight for Saunders, and Isufi seems to be like a more of a puncher and an aggressive fighter than a technician, and of course Saunders is a technician, definitely. Yeah, this guy, they are of same height actually, and Saunders is just slightly older than, but not even a whole year. Anyway, I think shortly, I'm not gonna waste too many words on this fight, but because it's not a really good fight. Saunders wins definitely, and I'm not sure if he manages to stop this guy, but he wins anyway. And then we're going to a really good fight with Naoya Inoue, who is fighting Emmanuel Rodriguez, who is undefeated from Puerto Rico. Yeah, this guy Rodriguez is the IBF champion. This is a title unification fight. And Inoue is the WBA bantamweight champion, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody who follows Inoue or has seen him fight, they know that he's just a monster, I mean, like, look at this, he's like destroyed his last two opponents in one round, and they were Jamie McDonnell and Juan Carlos Payano. I mean, far from bums, right? And he's won his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights by knockout. So I don't know really how good this Rodriguez guy is. He must be good, I mean, to be a champion and undefeated, but I don't see him faring that much better than these previous opponents like McDonald and Payano, but I guess it may go a little bit longer than that, but I see Inoue just dismantling this guy and like winning in 6 rounds or something, 7 maybe. I don't think it will go longer than that. I'll be surprised. So Inoue wins by a stoppage, definitely. And most likely in the first 6 rounds. And then the big one, I mean, the big heavyweight showdown of this month, I guess, and it's Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale. Yeah. Well, this is a really good fight. Of course, it's not like the one we hoped for, like Wilder Fury 2 or Wilder Joshua, but it's good enough. I mean, of course, why not? Yeah, I don't know really. Breazeale is a... One thing about Dominic Breazeale is he can, on his best day, he is capable of pretty much beating anybody. I mean, perhaps not Joshua, maybe not, but maybe, I don't know really. I mean, I was really surprised when he came back from getting stopped by Joshua to knocking out this undefeated, really, hyped prospect in 5 rounds, which was Ugono from Nigeria. Then he stopped Eric Molina also, and Carlos Negron. And of course, he's got the height on his side because he's not shorter than Wilder like so many other of his opponents, and his reach is slightly shorter, 1.5 inches, but that shouldn't mean so much. In Breazeale it's 33, while Wilder is also 33. So they are pretty evenly matched, I'd say. Both are heavy hitters, of course. And both usually take some time to stop their opponents. I mean, neither of them have many first or second or third round knockouts, I think. Yeah, Wilder has a few, but they are of weaker or washed up opponents, and same goes for this guy, Breazeale. Of course, the safest bet would be to bet on Wilder. I mean, come on, let's be serious. But of course, there is a bad blood between these guys, which can mean like, I know that Breazeale was attacked by Wilder not so long ago in a hotel lobby. That was pretty, and not just him, but also his some members of his entourage also. So he's harboring a grudge, definitely. That can, of course, give a fighter some extra fuel and inspiration. So I hope that he can. I'd like to see an upset. I mean, Wilder is. Let's put it simply. The man is you know, he's a jerk. I mean, simply put, and just a rather bizarre person who definitely enjoys like hurting people and knocking them out. I mean, he really relishes whenever you can see it, whenever he scores a knockout. That's why I was so glad that when Tyson Fury got up in the 12th round, I mean, that was like, yeah, what are you gonna say now? You got yours now. You got served. But of course, Breazeale may not have Fury's chin or his boxing skills, but still, I mean, if he gets off first, as they say, if he lands a bomb, then of course he can win. Why not? But now to give you a result, my prediction is that I think Wilder again wins very likely in a somewhat another late KO, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna say exactly which round. It can happen between rounds 6 and 12 anytime, but I don't think it will be before the 6th round. Not very likely. I mean, as I said, Breazeale was only stopped once, and that was in 7 rounds by Joshua, so I doubt a slow starter and a slow guy like Wilder is gonna do it in 2 or 3 rounds. No way, I don't think so. Only if Breazeale should get reckless and make a mistake and then get caught, boom, right on. But I hope he won't. Yeah, so that was all for this time, and see you around. Until the next time, bye bye.